Hello, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. So, we're not going to waste much time. Before 8:30, I'll be done. So, what are we looking at for on on USD card? Like I always say, once you come to your chart, first off, you look at like the structure first. The structure is something that you should not joke with. The structure is something you should not joke with. Whether you are up there or downtrend or ranging, is it left for you to know how to do? Finding the structure first. So first off, if you're just joining us, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're joining us. This is the weekly market analysis where we analyze the market together and then trade. And on Friday, we come back in the night before the market close and analyze and see what you analyzed on Monday and know if we made money, lost money, or didn't make any money. So thank you for joining and make sure you like the video, like the live before we start. So looking at this from the higher time frame, from the 4 hours, you will notice that price is super bullish from here. And of course, it's already tested here and it's still pushing up. So you can't just say, I want to sell, and then you start pushing aggressive sales. Start pushing aggressive sales. Because price have taken all this place out as liquidity. So this point, what you're looking out for is a rejection from this point, and then you can now say, okay, I want to sell. So how would that rejection look like before you say you want to sell? For example, I remove this because we're done with it. We are pretty done with it. So what rejection will look like is, for example, this one came here and tapped it, and even this one broke this low and then came back. We are continuing selling. But now what we're looking for is that same thing, but not from this place. We are looking for that same thing from this current price action, which started from here, and ended here. So from this point, if the price did not do something like this, at least breaking this low here and coming down, like change of character, change of market delivery, market structure shift, anything you call it to make sense to you, for the fact that the trend has changed. This is the trend where the market is currently at, normally, and going up. And then finally, price came to your POI and breaks. So this break here shows you change in price delivery. But it will make sense when it takes out two lows. That makes you know that, okay, price is now super bearish to continue to the downside. But this one, we're just using the structure directly to know what's going to happen. So for now, there's no sell, there's no nothing. You have to see this or this before you go in to sell. This is as simple as it gets. This is as transparent as it gets. So that being said, it means there's nothing I'm looking out for in USD card again, because anything I'm going to look out for here will be me. It will be me forcing trades. It will be me forcing setups. And you know, I don't do that. We don't do that at all. We don't do that at all. So, having said that, I'll just drop it there and allow it do its thing. So, if it happens, no problem. If it didn't happen, no problem. The thing is, follow what the structure is giving you and not what you think. Follow what the structure is giving you and not what you think. So, the next one we're looking out for, the next guy we're looking out for is GBP USD. I told you this thing last week. This guy is super bearish. He's super bearish. And this one is USD. Confirmation before people just enter without confirmation. So I've said it already with confirmation. So now that it's already obvious that this guy is bearish. From last week, we saw it was bearish. So, and I said, for the fact that price has come to this place repeatedly and not take it out, repeatedly and not take it out. So it means that that place is keeping some things that uh, make sense, like some things that make sense. But now price have taken it out. He didn't just take it out, he took it out with body. He took it out with body. So we are okay now to say we are good. We're still dumping Euro, GBP, USD. It is obvious we're still dumping it. But the question is, will it just dump because he has been taken out? No, it will dump with liquidity. It will dump with liquidity. So where is the liquidity around that needs to be taken out? When market opened, there is imbalance here, there is FVG here, there's FVG here, and this one came back to it and tapped and dumped. So basically, the same thing applies. Go to your daily time frame and know where it is headed. So it's not even this one has been taken out already. So next is this one, and then finally is this one. So your own now, how do you get involved in this whole candle? Where is your inefficiency lying? Where is that place I think that price will come back to and all that and all that? And then using normal thing that we already know, key levels, this is the point where this is the apex, price can come back to. But then price coming back here is not even ideal. It's not even ideal. So why are you going back to this key level here? As you can see, price came back, tapped it and broke, and then came back, tapped it, and then dumped. So if price is coming back to any region, it will be in this fair value gap here as liquidity, and this one as buffer, as QM, like normal head and then shoulder. So from here, it's going to go down. That is my view on GBP USD. So how are you going to attack that? Go down to your 1 hour time frame or entry time frames, and oh shit, price have already tapped it. They haven't tapped properly, and wait for it to happen. So when price comes back, you can now use either this apex and then this one as a liquidity, and you're good to go. So for me, I don't really have to do much. For me, like this is better. For me, oh, not for you. Where's our FVG here? This one is before our FVG is this. What? I mean, is it daily FVG that I used? Okay, it's daily. Oh. Daily is here. But this is a bit aggressive. This is a bit aggressive. The daily FVG stops here, but then so this is a bit aggressive because I'm not going to be coming here again till Friday. So this is a bit aggressive. From this point, once price comes tap here again, we are dumping to the downside. And I'm giving you the reason why. You can now see how that plays out. That is it. That is it. Of course, last week GBP USD was just taking people out, take you out and dump, take you out and dump. So that's why I said it is better to be a little bit aggressive with your SL, very, very generous actually with your stop loss, than being all tight and then still being taken out. So that is it for GBP USD. So I'm bearish. Your job is to look for your entry, look for your confirmation, and then sell. Is it going to sell? Yes. But now the question is, will you be on that sell or will you just be on the sideline? That is entirely up to you. So having said that, this is the QM here, and from 1 hour, this is the 1 hour key level from this point, this apex here. So I've removed that already. So from here now, its price comes back tap here, and then you can dump with it because there's nothing price going up here again to go and find. This piece have already been broken with the body close, and then price came back to retest this fair value gap here, but it did not even go inside. It did not even go inside properly. But here is not a fair value gap. Here is another block, other block. But from 4 hours is a fair value gap, which means inefficiency. So I'm leaving it like that, and let's see how that plays out for the week. Of course, all this place has been taken out. If you know what we talked about, trend line, liquidity, and all, once a trend line liquidity has been broken, of course, price will in like even if it takes months, it will clear them out. This one has been taken out, this one taken out. Price is currently at this point, and some will be taken out, and then finally we'll get to this region. So that is that. So I'm putting this out there to the Telegram community. If you're not here, you don't understand the reason why you're getting that signal, I'll be that entry. But then I will not force a horse to the river and also force him or her to drink water. So the next one is GBP NZD. I don't trade this anymore because it's very, very dull. But from last week price action, I told you that we have, once this key level has been taken out, price coming back to it is an indication that we are going to this guy. So what are we going to look out for? Nothing. It's just go to 1 hour time frame. We already did it last week. From 1 hour time frame, price is coming back to this place. If price comes back to this guy, you can continue buying to the upside. But remember, 1:3 first, and then every other thing shall be added onto you. I'm not a pastor. But then if he comes back here, then voila. But if he didn't, that is still up to you because the structure has shifted. It is clear the structure has shifted. You only just to look for entry and keep buying. Look for entry and keep buying. That is what I have for GBP NZD for the week. GBP NZD GN for the week. The next one is USD JPY. A lot of people have been asking me about USD JPY, if it's bearish, if it's this, if it's that, if it's that. No. I look at price from the dailies. I look at price from the daily. And we were here last month, maybe last year, when I told you that price cannot just come and sweep a daily support or a daily resistance. It cannot just come and blow it over. It cannot. So what did this guy do? He came in here, tapped at this guy, this is liquidity, and he dumped. Coming back up now, he's trying to sweep it because they have swept this one. So next one now is going deep. So the only place that we'll have issue is when we try to shrink this to the apex. Apex is the one at the extreme, the other block at the extreme. So it is somewhere here. This is the other block at the extreme. This one's here. This is the place that will have issues. So looking at current price action where this guy is, he has not even gotten to that place yet. So why are you selling? Like, let me show you again from the daily. This is the place that price might reject from. I'm making generous because it should be somewhere here, somewhere here. But I left it somewhere here. I left it here just to be generous. So why are you selling from this point? Why are you selling? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Why are you selling? What prompts your sell? What gave you the mind to say I'm selling from here? I'm selling from here. I don't know what gave you that mind. I don't know. Are you trying to sell from this place because you saw a key level here? But key level, how do you trade key level? I've said this thing before. Key level must give you confirmation before you do anything. So it did not even give you confirmation. This is the key level on 4-hour time frame. Okay, no problem. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. From this 4 hour self, did you see a rejection from that key level? No, you did not. There's none. Look at it. There's none. Even on 2 hours, there's none. Even on 1 hour, there's none. So what are you really selling? What are you? This one did not touch. This one that touched, it did not break down. It did not break. So what are you selling? What? Nothing. You just want to lose money. But then we should not be doing that on this channel, I beg. We should not. Let it be that you had a losing streak, like I did last week. Let it be that you did the whole right, you did the right things, and then you had a loss. That is decent than doing the wrong thing. So understand it the way it is just there. So even if this guy is coming back like this, he's not coming back to start selling. Even if he came back to hit SL here, we did the right thing still. Like this one now, he took out this high here, took it out. So if you're using key level to sell here, he took you out well and he dumped. You will not say that price took you out and dumped. No, you don't say that price is not bullish. No, it is. But because there's no liquidity here again to continue, you have to come back and clear the ones below and continue buying. And I didn't just buy from here immediately. I waited for it to close high a little bit and then came back with this inefficiency here, this FVG here. I didn't even buy directly from the FVG. I waited for it to break out, give me break of structures, change of like it should be in your direction before you join. Market should be in your like you've already known that it's already ready to go. It's ready to go before you join. See this power play. See this power play that happened here. I didn't join from this FVG. I waited, went to 1 hour time frame, and waited for it to start breaking structure. Broke structure, not even this one here. With the week, it broke this body. I didn't still join anything. I waited. It broke, went up. All this thing now became liquidity, and I have to join below from this place. And from that place to this place is already my 3R. From here to here is already my 3R. Here is already 5R. And then the trade is now running risk-free. I was angry I didn't take this trade last week. I told my guys I didn't take it, like I was pissed. But I'm already doing it now. Any trade I analyze with you people here, I'm taking it. Because this one is just like a swing trade. I can do my day trading with my entry group people. But any trade I take here, I will take it and come back during the week to take them. So don't just be blindly going that I want to sell this, I want to sell. No, have your reasons and then follow suit. So the other thing I'm looking out for on this guy, nothing. Nothing. This is the break of structure. This is the break of structure. If he's coming back to sell, to continue buying, it should be from this region. But I don't like re-entries. I don't like re-entries. This is Monday, but then if I want to join the sell, it is here. But then this place has already been tapped already. It has already been tapped and it already hit 3R already. Because look at it here. The stop loss is somewhere here. This place is already 3R. Are you seeing it? So I'm not even taking it because it have already been tapped. If it's coming back, it means it's coming back to scatter everything that it have built. And we should already be out. So the thing you check out for in your POIs is if your POI has already been mitigated before, has it been touched before. Once you have touched before, there's no need for you to go to and buy from that POI again, unless it's key levels. And key levels, once they have 3 touches, it gets weak. So I'm not even taking this buy again because this is the break of structure, the liquidity here. I'm probably already tapped it. Let's say this one is the news. Of course, this is news. Or yes, it's news on Thursday. So but then price have already come back to tap this place. So I can't even be taking a buy from here again because it's just like you using your hand to put yourself on the run. But then make it not be like saying that my mouth. We'll leave it like this and see how it plays out. So that is it for USJPY. Nothing again to trade here. It's just the normal thing. So for GBP card, this one has been ranging from this guy. Has been ranging from our entry time frame. So I'm not looking for anything here. I'm not looking for anything here. It's either you break up or break down. That's when you can start looking for anything. But for now, don't be involved in a accumulation. Remember what we talked last time. There is accumulation, there is manipulation, and then there's distribution. Understand that once the accumulation starts, don't be caught inside. Don't be caught inside. Just leave it. Whenever it's done, it will come around. Remember, once you've gotten your POI correctly, your TP is direct. Once you've gotten your POI correctly, once you're not inside the liquidity, your move will go direct. Look at all the moves that happened. They all went direct. Once liquidity is taken out, it goes direct to TP. Liquidity taken out, direct to TP. This one, liquidity taken out, SL is direct. Liquidity taken out, TP. This one, what? This one, liquidity taken out, SL. This one, TP. This one, missed. Like once liquidity have been taken out, is either SL or TP. It is not hard. But this one now, you can see clearly that this is accumulating. So nothing inside here. So for this week, we have only USD. There's nothing on this one. This one is waiting for confirmation. And then GBP USD is the only one we have, which is tap here and then continue selling. And then GBP NZD, tap here and then continue buying. So we have only 2 solid signals. Why am I calling this in signals? 2 solid entries for this week, GBP USD and NZD. This one waits for confirmation and then that's it. For the other things that we have for the week, the news I'll have for the week, I do this every week so that you know the news you have for the week on the pairs you trade. So make you not just go there, go the trade without direction, without knowing what the economic market is going to do. Yes, of course, news these days, once it's Trump administration, news does not really hold anything. It doesn't really hold power in the sense that news does what it likes. A whole news, you come out, nothing will come out from it. So you're asking yourself, what happened? But it's not about the news. It's just for you to know the direction and follow it. So I'm going to be sharing the screen now to show you the news that are available for this week. And if you're on this call till now, kindly like the video so that more people can see it. It is not just okay when you come to live and then just stay and disappear like that. Just give the like so that people can see it too. So now you can see my screen already for the news. We have, this is Monday 30th of March. We've seen that these ones are low impact news. They are low impact news. And then around 8 a.m., the high impact news opened on Euro. But then we don't trade Euro, so I don't really care about what happens in Euro. Look at how, if you trade Euro USD, you should be careful because there are loads of red folder on the euro currency today. Today, a lot. So on and after that, there is euro again around 13 o'clock in the New York session. And then finally there's Fed chair. Wow. Today at 15:30. That should be what? That should be 3:30 p.m. US New York time. So there is Fed chair power speech. There is power speech. This guy will be leaving office this year. Fed, this Powell. They've changed. Trump have already changed him. Trump said that he's not good with rates and whatever. That is not that is not suitable for being in this chair. So he'll be changed already. They've already a new guy, but the person never entered really. So Fed chair today, New York session, and then on Tuesday there is nothing on USD. That's what I really care about. But then that will be from New York. Most USD news are mostly on the New York session, and for that there's no high impact. Okay, there's just opening the same time, 3 o'clock. There's just opening 3 o'clock, and then on Wednesday there's employment change, same time, 2:30 New York session. So there's news on Monday, New York session, Tuesday, New York session, Wednesday, New York session. So on Thursday, this is already a new month. There is news, jobless claims, and then Friday, NFP. Remember, every first Friday of the month. Oh, this one is Good Friday. Like I said, NFP, every first Friday of the month, NFP. So be careful this week. Trade carefully, if possible. Just trade London session and avoid New York sessions if you don't have volatility. If you're not volatile enough, just avoid it. Avoid stories that touch. On Friday, non-farm payroll, NFP is a crazy price action movement. Price is very volatile at that time. So don't go and expose your funded account to what you don't understand. So having said that, if you have any question, kindly drop it in the comments and we'll attend to it. I said we're going to stop today at 8:30 so that people that have their normal 9 to 5 can go back to their jobs. So if you have any question, you have less than 2 minutes to drop it, and then we call it a day. And if you also found value being on the live, kindly give me value on the chat. And then always know that price and time are a function of what you've seen before. If you've wasted your time on the chart for so long, it's not really a waste of time because patterns repeat themselves. We all trade data. What you trade here is data. So if you keep seeing these things every time, it will keep repeating itself. It will keep repeating itself. So just be there and then make sure you trade what you know. You trade what is backed by data. And then most especially risk management. We don't overflow these things too much, but then risk management. Risk management are 4 forms. I've talked about it before. It stems from trade management, trade psychology, risk management, and there are 4. Yes, and journal. If you don't journal your trades, you cannot know what you've done before, the mistakes you've done before, and how you correct them. If you don't trade management, you cannot know that when you see your profits and then you cannot take anything out. If you don't know your trade psychology, that means when you see small blue, you close in a little profit. But then when you see losses, you want to hold that loss and be hoping that the loss will come back to your profit. And that's when you start blowing account. Final thing is the risk management. 1%, 2%, 5%, depending on your account size, that is all on you. But if you've not figured these things out, it will keep you in circles. Risk management is not just risk management. It's not just risk 1%. It's not just risk 2%. It's not just risk this. It's not just risk that. There are 4 forms: the trade psychology, your trade management, your trade journal, and then finally your risk management. So if you throw away your journal, then you cannot know what your mistakes are. You're just trading. You're just going to there because you don't really care. If you think about it that way, why do banks send you your bank statements every month, even when you don't ask of it? That shows you that, let you see, make you see what you dey do use your money do, even when you don't want to see them. It will be on your mail there till you want to go and see it. So if you don't have trade psychology, that's when you see money on the table and leave it. Psychology is this money I'm funding, is it tied to anything? Is it my school fees? Is it this? Is it this? Is not me teaching again, but then you understand what I mean. So have a good day and have a profitable week ahead. See you at the top, not from the top, because as they always say, the bottom is always too crowded. Thank you and have a prosperous week. Bye.